Hello guys and good morning from Tangier. Today I'm going to be attempting to do a full day of Ramadan style fasting. I've got to midday now and I actually feel pretty good. I got up at 4:30 this morning, had a big shawarma and a hell of a lot of water. I'm having my morning meal now before starting Ramadan for the day. Got my food here. Just before dawn now. And I've got a shawarma, what I bought last night. I bought two on purpose, one for last night and one for now, just before Ramadan fasting starts. And as well, I've got a lot of water as well to have before I go back to bed for a few hours. So yeah, a couple of reasons for doing this. First of all, I want to kind of relate to how the locals feel, help me relate more to the locals during Ramadan. And secondly, I saw the beauty of breaking the fast a couple of days ago, and how beautiful it was, and how the atmosphere was so calm and so like peaceful. And I really want to experience this. I really want to experience the iftar meal when the mosques sing, and then you can have all the water, coffee, food, sugar you want. So yeah, I'm really quite curious to experience this iftar meal and the feeling you get after fasting all day and then breaking the fast in the evening. So far, I'd say the main thing which I'm missing is coffee, because normally I don't eat breakfast. I normally eat later on in the evening. I don't normally eat my first meal until 1, 2 in the afternoon anyway. It's a habit, probably from Spain. But I do always have a coffee in the morning, and I always have a coffee when teaching my first lesson, and it's the first time in probably 4 or 5 years that I've not had not always coffee, sometimes tea, but I've not had a hot drink on a morning. And that's the main thing which feels strange for me now, not having this coffee or tea. The morning hasn't quite started yet still, until I have this tea or coffee. Of course, as an Englishman, today's not just a Ramadan day in Morocco, but also Friday, the holy day. So it's prayers galore. And it's actually so surreal being in Tangier during Ramadan and being so close to Spain. So Tarifa, the place where I've spent a while recently, is just over the water. And I'm just imagining now in Spain, so it's 12 o'clock here. It will be 2 o'clock just over there. And it's about time when everybody has their cervecitas, their little beers, a tinto di verano, maybe like a sangria, and they're all chilling out and eating, and then probably a little nap, and then a coffee, and then a bit more in the evening, wine and food. I'm thinking of this culture now, what's happening just over there in Spain, and how different that is to Morocco, where not just that you can't drink alcohol, but also just you can't put anything into your mouth on the streets, and it's totally different to Spain. So guys, it's about 2:30 now in the afternoon. I've got 4 hours until iftar, when people can start eating, drinking again. And yeah, I feel pretty good. I think yesterday I also tried a bit of a preparation fast to see how I felt. I felt a lot worse yesterday, even though I didn't make it until sunset. I started eating about 4 yesterday. But the main difference today is that I ate suhoor, which is the Ramadan breakfast. And yeah, that really helped me with the food, I think. Water, I can feel a bit depleted now. But I feel pretty good, actually. I think that meal at 4 definitely helped me. So in the shopping part of the bazaar now. Very quiet atmosphere, I'd say. People just trying to preserve energy. Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum. Oh, good, man. Hey, how are you? Fine. Where are you from?
England.
London.
No, not London.
What?
Northern England.
North. Good.
North.
North.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the north? Birmingham.
York. York.
York, welcome. You like Morocco?
Very much. Yeah,
Well,
very, very good. Thank you.
Take picture from my shop if you want. From here. Take a
Yeah, I
picture.
can take a.
No, it's free. It's no problem. Yeah, take a picture. No problem. Put video. Welcome. وهذا دابا عاد الصوت. This is the what you heard. Yes.
The
Yes.
here's the microphone here and here.
Yeah. Very good. It's automatic. Good.
Automatic, yeah, you can control here.
Very good. Great.
Pretty good.
Take a picture. It's
What's your shop's name?
my shop name Art Berber. Come, follow me.
Berber.
Follow me.
Okay,
Follow
I
me.
can
Follow
show
me.
you.
Come this way. Come. Art Berber. Oh, Monsieur Aziz and Monsieur Shraghadi, they make carpet.
Assalamu
like that.
alaikum.
You come with the ship.
Yeah, from Tarifa.
Today you arrived today.
No, 3 days ago.
3 days
So
ago.
here for
How long do you stay here?
one more day and then Casablanca after.
Casablanca, and then you fly from Casablanca.
To Malaga.
Malaga.
Malaga, yeah. So
Welcome.
thank you very much.
Welcome. Here we have a beautiful carpet made by hand, small size, medium, and something heavy. We do shipping like this one. We pack them like this, and
Okay.
we send to your home.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
If anybody wants a carpet, then this is the place to come.
Art Berber.
Art Berber.
Come to Dries. If you like carpet, come to me. Okay. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Nice
Daniel.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Daniel.
nice
My
to
name
meet
is
you.
Dries. Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Daniel. Come to see our loom too. Come. Go with my brother to show you our loom.
Oh,
A
sure.
loom.
Okay.
We have a loom there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum, marhaban, welcome.
Marhaba.
This is fabric factory and all this here made here.
Oh, okay.
Different to
Whoa.
This is small loom we make shards like this. Like this one is the cactus of Fumagal, natural.
Oh, okay.
We have another one different loom. This is fabric like this for bed cover, for sofa, for curtains. I have bags, blankets, scarf. You take your time if you like something. Okay, no problem here. No, just this. Cactus silk Fumagal, they are mixed with the wool with the cactus.
Oh, okay.
The cactus silk, not animal silk. Like this.
Oh, cool.
I have this loom down top pedal. Top pedal with the fixed this design, stripe. I have other loom also the four pedal with the
Oh,
fixed
okay.
different design.
Assalamu alaikum. Something smells beautiful here. I don't know what it is. Maybe these. It's just in bloom. So it's such a beautiful. Smells like a perfume. It smells like a kind of smell you'd get in a very elite shopping centre, like a perfume. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, that cameras don't have smell, because this is just the freshest smell I think I've ever smelled. Beautiful. It's a very beautiful climate in Tangier compared to other parts of Morocco. It doesn't get so hot even in summertime. It's on the Atlantic and it's in the far north of Morocco, so it's always quite fresh. Salam alaikum. Muy bien. No. Inglés. Salam. On here there's big Andalusia vibes, I'd say. This could easily be somewhere like Bejer de la Frontera, just over in Spain, or Tarifa. Apart from the lack of bars. So just here we've got the Casbah of Tangier. I've been here twice before, and every time I come here I always get offered hash. I don't know if it's just me. I look like the kind of guy who
who comes up to smoke a doobie or what, but yeah, I always been here twice, and twice I've been offered. Let's see if we can make it a third time. Got a cafe working up here, people eating and drinking. The lucky sods. And I think with Ramadan, one of the main things, or with generally fasting, is keep busy, like a bit like with a hangover. Also, you're kind of suffering a little bit. You feel like a bit, I don't know, lethargic, or you feel like a bit, oh, this is hard, I just want food. Just keep going and like do things, and time goes faster. It takes your mind off of the kind of thirst and hunger, which I'm starting to get a little bit of now, especially thirst, especially in the heat. How are you? Good, thank you.
Where from?
England.
Salam. Oh, England.
Salam.
My grandfather from Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Which part?
York.
York.
Yeah, northern England.
The Casbah from this way. You want to see the Casbah, the famous houses, like a Rolling Stone house.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone from London is here before. You see before house of Rolling Stone or no?
House of
Rolling Stone house.
I think so. Yeah. Been to Tangier.
Rolling Stone, Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger stay here before.
Okay. Yeah, I've been here.
Which part in
Many times.
which part?
York, like New York.
Very cold. Very cold.
Cold. Yeah. Now it's okay. Not too bad.
Here in New York, in England.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't worry.
I live in Tarifa now.
I am a student, no guide.
Oh, okay.
Just practice language.
Oh, okay.
After here, you go to Gibraltar. You have first day here?
No, I've been here 4 days now.
Today, market day.
Yeah. I come very often. Tarifa, Tangier.
Good high.
Hi.
Good high, yeah.
Hush.
Big ways. You want to try?
No, I'm okay, thank you. Sorry? Flyer? Not today. Well, it's twice in 2 minutes. So, like I said, if you want to find some hashish in Tangier, you know where to go. So yeah, I was here the last time I was in Tangier, and as we can see, Spain's just over there. And yeah, the old towns, the Medinas, if you can call it a Medina in Spain, are very similar looking, and even a kind of similar, yeah, I'd say that's all looking, like the vibes are totally different. So you walk around the old town in Tarifa, Spain, and you get a smell of like ham and cheese and wine and like a kind of bar smell and fried food. You walk around the Medina in Tangier, it's very much a kind of working Medina still. You get smell of kind of meat and spices being sold and food and bread being cooked. It's now 3 o'clock, and I'd say actually I feel fantastic. I'm waiting for a crash. I'm expecting a crash at some point soon, but to be honest, I feel even better than if I eat lunch, because normally after lunch you get a bit of a tired feeling. You want to lie down, like siesta comes in sometimes if you have a heavy lunch, but when you don't eat lunch you don't really get this heaviness in the afternoon. The climate in Tangier makes it much more comfortable, I'd say, to fast. I imagine it'd be much more difficult in Marrakesh or Ouarzazate, these places where in Morocco where it's like 35 degrees already. So it was a pleasant breeze coming through Tangier, same as Tarifa. Always a nice wind coming through, which makes it a lot more fresh and a lot more bearable, I'd say. Especially not having water. That would be a nightmare in somewhere like Marrakesh, I'd say. 35, 40 degrees. Whoa. So hard seeing all this food when you're hungry, knowing you can't eat for another 3 hours. Streets are heaving now. Everyone's buying the food for tonight for the breaking of the fast. Very good smells too.
To Morocco.
Thank you very much.
Also today, the special day of the Berber Market Day.
Berber market?
One day in the week.
And where is the Berber market?
Three, no. You just anything to go three up and then to countries.
Okay.
Your photograph,
Photograph, yeah, video.
publicity.
Publicity. Thank you. But today I do Ramadan, no food, no water, nothing. Like Muslim man.
Yo, you know eat.
No eat, no water. Experiment.
Go. Go. ديكم كم يا شيخ الناس المهمة ديك السادة الناس يا أنا ماشي.
So Berber market, it's food market. The market, Berber market.
People they come from Atlas Mountains.
Ah,
It's no shop. This is fabric.
fabric. Okay.
People, they make things. The women's alone and men alone. This way. This is the dome. How the women they make the blankets. This way. This is the man work. But upstairs we have the ladies work.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shalom.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shalom. Wait now. Oh no, that's
I don't know where we're going.
Berber man.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Español.
Sí. Un poco. Un poquito. Trabajo.
¿Cuántos días aquí? ¿2 días?
4.
¿Cuántos días?
4 días en Tánger.
Sí, pero hoy día de mercado, sí, está.
That's it? Okay.
Para ver, estar con todo.
Oh, no, gracias. Hago Ramadán. Sí. Sí, experiencia.
¿No quiere té?
No, don't.
Mincin.
No, like you, like Ramadan. No food, no
Good.
until iftar. Berber market.
Berber.
Okay.
Ecco con bratellana di dromedario.
Can I? Español, sí, un poco español, inglés, un poco.
Habla todo idioma. That's handmade.
Okay.
Come.
Cool. And it's for pray or just for home?
The floor hanging on the wall.
Okay. Okay.
That's for make them like 3 months or 4 months.
Okay. Maybe somebody on my channel wants to buy a carpet. Maybe they see the video and they want to buy it. Inshallah.
What about you for souvenir from Morocco?
Oh, I have very.
Why not? You have the Berber that is close to
Yeah, I understand. Just we have no home.
This is not for
No hay casa. In España hotel. No. So maybe after
No,
Casablanca.
Market.
They close.
Oh,
One day
just
in the
close.
month. One day in the month.
Oh, assalamu alaikum.
Maybe.
No.
No.
And you, Berber?
Yes, Berber.
Oh, Berber.
And you?
No Berber.
Call your friend or your girlfriend, souvenir.
Esposa.
Yes,
Esposa, sì.
barato, look up. Hamburger. Oh, cheap. Like that one here? Oh, هاي تناقورة. طلون 16 صايمي سويتك مزيدة يا مزيد زارة خوارة ديالي أنا صايمي good one here.
Delle mujeres.
Sí,
Para mujeres.
sí.
Sí, sí.
¿Puede haber precio para esto?
Precio.
En dirham,
Dirham.
dame 200 dirham. 200.
200. Oh, es caro.
¿Cuánto se puede?
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto regate ya?
10, 20. Porque no tengo no tengo dinero mucho.
أسرع 20 درهم.
Okay, ajá. Gracias. I think I offended the guy in the shop by offering him such a low price. But that's how I thought things work in Morocco. I thought you offer like a ridiculously low price, and then you kind of meet in the middle. But this guy was like so offended by the price they offered that he just said no, sorry, bye bye. I never thought you could offer such a low price that they just get so offended and they tell you to leave. I thought that's how it works here. Well, I feel a bit bad now actually. YouTube. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Tangier.
Ginger. Good ginger, good price.
So maybe later. Okay, thank you very much.
Don't worry, welcome Morocco.
Thank you. First time that's ever happened to me in one of these bazaar shops, that they actually just basically just give up. They normally never give up. So it's 4 p.m. now. Got about another 3 hours until I can break the fast, and I still feel pretty good actually. A strange kind of feeling like, yeah, I feel a bit hungry and a bit thirsty, but also I feel quite psychologically, mentally content and very kind of clear thinking, I would say. Maybe the food and the carbohydrates aren't kind of dragging me down into some. So it's now 5, and this is probably the first time that I've started to feel the kind of flagging feeling, I'd say. Not so much for food, but I'd say definitely for water. 1 hour, 40 minutes left, so looking forward to definitely breaking the fast. And I'm trying to think what I want first. Definitely it was water, I'd say first, but then like what kind of food, and kind of fantasizing in my head how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to have. Ultimate fancy, Ramadan style. Yeah, I feel a bit of a weakness, but not in a bad way, just in a kind of objective, a bit weak. I wouldn't say I feel bad. I still feel in pretty high spirits mentally, but physically a bit weak, and definitely the bit of dehydration now I can feel. And one thing, I don't know if this is common during Ramadan, but it's a bit of a strange taste in my throat. I don't know if it's a common occurrence during Ramadan, like almost a kind of metallic bit of a taste. I'd say the water is definitely the hardest part about Ramadan. I mean, as somebody who doesn't smoke, maybe somebody who smokes cigarettes could be even harder, I don't know. Just a nice cold bit of water or juice with a bit of sugar. So, made it to the final 15 minutes until iftar, the break of the fast. Oh bro, Americano please. we've got about 5 minutes until the break of the fast now. Streets are pretty chaotic, everyone's trying to get home or get to a place to eat. Hello. Yeah, I decided just to buy a lot of small things and a coffee and water and orange and a bit of fruit and a bit of sweet and a bit of savoury. I don't want a famine then feast kind of episode where I just go crazy and start stuffing my face straight away with like kebabs and yeah, how do I feel now? I can say that I definitely understand the Moroccans a bit more, especially this last half an hour. I can understand why they're so kind of crazy and buzzing, a lot of people, and kind of people are in a good mood, sometimes in a kind of even kind of crazy mood, because yeah, it's a real nice feeling to know that after not eating for like 14 hours now, I'm not drinking and nothing. Such a nice feeling that in 5 minutes I'll be able to indulge again in food and liquids, and caffeine. And to be honest, it's not been as hard as I thought. Yesterday I did a kind of trial run, and that was a lot harder because I didn't get up at 4 in the morning. I didn't have the kind of breakfast what a lot of them have. But I think if you get up early, you make the effort to get a lot of water down and get a good breakfast in before the day starts, and then maybe even go back to sleep. I think it's not as hard as I expected, although it is definitely, at times, it is definitely a bit hard to concentrate. It is definitely a bit hard to kind of, you feel a bit strange, I'd say, especially the last couple of hours I've felt a bit strange. Not in a bad way, I wouldn't say it was in a bad way. I'd say I've felt a bit unusual in a kind of, a bit of a zoned out way. Also, in a pretty good mood. I've been in a very good mood all day. So even though it's been physically challenging, I've been in a very good mood doing it. I thought that might not be the case. I thought I might be a bit miserable. So the call to prayer should be any minute now. Streets have quietened off now a bit. And I'd say, yeah, if you're coming to a Muslim country during Ramadan, definitely give it a go for like a day, even if it's just to kind of understand the kind of mindset of the people during this month. Call to prayer started now. Well, this guy here has got his fast. He seems to be eating, or he seems to be getting it ready. That's what I'll do. Good idea, I'll get it ready and then I'll have it when the call's finished, just to play on the safe side. I've came so far to the end of Ramadan now of the day, I don't want to finish 1 second early and say, okay, you've not officially finished it. So I've got quite a few things bought for my makeshift iftar. Raided the bazaar on the walk up. Some figs, I think figs are very traditional. Some kind of samosas, which they have in Morocco, some Moroccan bread. A little kind of baklava kind of thing, a coffee, and of course the most important, the water. The call to prayer is finished now. I see other people eating. Get this water into my system. Oh my god, I've never been so enthusiastic about water before. Like when you don't drink water for a long time, you can feel it actually go down your throat and into your stomach, like a waterfall falling for the first time into a dry, like basin below. Oh, that's so nice. I don't know if it's stereotype or fact, but I always associate breaking the fast with dates and figs. So I don't know if these are dates or figs, but I don't know, in my head it's just how people break the fast, and it's how I'm going to break the fast today. I don't know if they're sweeter than normal, or if just because I've not had anything all day they taste sweeter, but they are beautiful. The sugar from the fruit, you can feel it kind of. Very, very unusual that my first coffee of the day is at 7 in the evening. I do really like the idea actually of Ramadan in terms of it's the great humbler, so it doesn't matter if rich or poor, everybody's kind of fasting during the daytime, and it kind of humbles everybody onto the same level, reignite an appreciation for these things, and probably compassion as well for people who don't always have these things. I know generosity is a big thing also about Ramadan, and feeding yourself but also feeding others, possibly down to the fact that people themselves in this month know how it is to not have food and drink, and they're compassionate to other people who don't. So yeah, I do actually really like the idea of Ramadan, even from a non-religious point of view. Just the idea of mass fasting, and I think it can definitely teach us a few things. It's also taught me about how much of my eating and consumption is just mindless, so not conscious, just automatically wake up, like autopilot, make a coffee, and then like just eat something without really mindfully thinking about it. Hey, get away! Cat's trying to get into my dates. Wow, I feel so nice now after that food. Real chilled out, kind of mellow feeling. And yeah, it got me thinking, so many of our festivals in the UK and kind of in the West are all about overindulging, just, I don't know, drinking a load, eating as much, kind of eating what you want when you want, and that's kind of the festival, the celebration. So I quite like the idea here of having a festival where you don't do that. It's actually the opposite, total opposite. So instead of just overindulging, you're very, very restricted on what you can eat and what you can drink, or when you can drink it and eat it. It's just as good, maybe even more like of a meaningful festival when it's like this, because you kind of feel like you're achieving something as well as the kind of festival mood. The atmosphere now is just so a bit sleepy but also energized and very, very calm. It feels like the safest place in the world, I'd say. Tangier now after fasting. Thank you. Everybody's so chilled out and so like, I'd say the more time I spend in Tangier, the more I like it, even more and more. Like, it's fast becoming one of my favourite cities. So just got a post Ramadan haircut. It's the sides again. Getting very, very good deal. It was such a good deal that he didn't want me to film it. I was going to film it, but he said, please don't film it because I don't want other people finding out that I gave you such a good deal. So he said 80 and then we got down to 30, so got a pretty good skin fade with the razor as well against the skin. 30 dirham works out about £2.50 for skin fade. Wow. Streets are now bustling here. Even some music now playing in the main square. It's like a bit of a Friday weekend vibe. So yeah, that's about over and out from me. Thank you, Tangier, for a wonderful experience. And yeah, let's see what Casablanca has to offer. Until then, peace out.